Hi guys, and welcome to DIY with Nadia. Today I'm going to be making a centerpiece that can also be used as a swag, but we are going to use some candy canes from Christmas. We're going to use 2 candy canes, combine them together, and make a beautiful centerpiece. My coffee table is in desperate need of a spring centerpiece, so that is what we're going to do today. Leo, you ready to get started? Let's go. Here are the supplies we're going to need for this centerpiece wreath swag, however you're going to use this. First, I picked 3 main colors that I was going to use for my deco green, white, and orange. Got all of it from Hobby Lobby on sale. They are all 10 inches in width and 10 yards in length. Then you're going to need some pipe cleaners. I'm going to be using this mesh ribbon from the Dollar Tree. I love this stuff. For the ribbon, I thought these would work really lovely together. This one's 1.5 wired edging. The buffalo check is 7/8 of an inch and also wired edging. Next, we're going to need some zip ties. And then for the base, we're going to need 2 candy cane wreath forms. These are the bigger size candy canes from the Dollar Tree. Let's put our base together. I'm just grabbing one of the candy canes and putting it upside down. At this point, you have to decide how small you want it or how large you want it to be. I'm going to overlay one section, just like that. All the numbers that I'm going to show you with the deco mesh and everything is going to be for this particular size. If you're going to go up, you're going to need more deco mesh, or if you're going to make it smaller, you're going to need less. The nice thing about the candy cane wreaths is they have these sticking out, and that's going to help us to lock in or maybe hold in place the connections. So I'm just going to connect in as many places as I feel comfortable. So the little wires sticking out, they're going to help us hold that zip tie in place. Now for our pipe cleaners, we're going to need 30 of these. On the inside row, I'm going to put 14. On the outside row, I'm going to put 16. Starting from the inside row, I'm going to put one on every intersection. When it comes to this side right here, I decided to put 1 in each of the sections. You can obviously put as many of these as you want. And then back to intersections right here. Once again, right here on the side, I'm going to do 1 in each section. And as you can see, my supervisor is checking in on me over here. Since we went on the intersections on our inner row, we're going to go in between them on the outer row, just like this. And these we're going to face out. I want it to be really full on the outside, so I'm going to put 2 in each one of these sections on the outside. All the pipe cleaners are pretty much 3 to 4 inches apart from each other, so I just space them out the best I can. All the pipe cleaners are in. I have 14 on the inside row, 16 on the outside row. If that in any way confuses you or this looks a little too much, just remember, space them out 3 to 4 inches apart. And that's it. As far as attachment of the pipe cleaners, the inside row, I attached to row 1 and 2, and I brought them together on row 2 on top because that's where we want the fullness. Same thing on rows 3 and 4. That's our outside row. I attached on row 3 and 4, but I brought it together on row 3 because we're bringing all that fullness up to the outside. The ruffles are going to be big, so we don't need them to be on the outside. We need them to be up a little bit to fill in that beautiful space. Now it's time to cut up some deco mesh. Since we have 30 pipe cleaners, we're going to need 30 pieces of deco mesh, and since we're using 3 colors, that's quite easy because we're going to need 10 of each. I'm going to be cutting my deco mesh into 30-inch strips. I'm going to need 10 strips per color. My cutting board is 24 inches, so what I usually do is I grab a ruler, take it to 5.5 inches and put it underneath my mat because we have 5.5 plus the half on the edge. That makes it 6 plus 24. That makes it 30. I'm going to be using a rotary cutter, but you can use anything you want, a heating tool or scissors. I just find this to be easiest and quickest. Rolling it naturally, and I'm going to make 9 more of these. And now for the green deco mesh, let's measure out our 30. This little one needed attention, huh? Hi, Leo, you wanna say hi to everyone? Time to cut 10 strips of the white deco mesh. And now it's time to attach the deco mesh. I need to do something with this cat. Leo, what about the side right here? We have 3 colors. We have the orange, green, and then I have the white on the side. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to alternate orange, green, white, orange, green, white. Going to start on the inside row and then we'll do the outside row. To do the actual ruffle, I'm going to lay my deco mesh where it's curling onto the table. I'm going to do about an inch fold. That's just to prevent fraying. And then down the middle I go, and I'm going to go all the way to the other side. And right there, I'm just going to take it about an inch from this side and curl it in. And we have our ruffle. Let's attach it. 2 tight twists. When I put in the ribbon bundles, they're going to go in between my ruffles. So at this point, I'm just going to twist about an inch from the connection. Cut off the excess floral wire or the pipe cleaners and fold them back. Now let's do a green. Let's fold it onto the table. Sometimes it's hard to get these down the middle when there's one color. So if you see a big poof like this, go to the other side and just pull it out, even it out. That's it. No big deal. And now I have a nice even ruffle, and that is going to go on the next pipe cleaner. And then I'm just going to hide that little end. And now let's move on to the white. The first row is in. I'm about to start on the second row. I had 14 pieces of deco mesh. White would actually go here nicely, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the white on this outside row, and then from here I'm just going to do the same thing, white, orange, green, going all the way around on the outside row. I'm done attaching all the deco mesh, and as you can see, it does not fit on the screen. This thing is ginormous, absolutely big, because it's also full from top to bottom plus from side to side. I decided to make 6 bundles for this wreath, so I'm only going to cut 6 pieces of this mesh ribbon, and I'm cutting them at 12 inches each. For both of the printed ribbon, I'm going to be cutting 12 strips each, and I'm going to be cutting them at 12 inches. Cutting dovetails on the sides as I'm cutting the edges. Now I'm grabbing 3 more pipe cleaners, folding them in half, cutting them, and I'm going to make the bundles, starting with my carrot ribbon, just crisscrossing that, then my buffalo check, and then my beautiful mesh ribbon. I love this stuff from the Dollar Tree. Right in the center, gather it, grab your pipe cleaner, and 2 twists. And then we're just going to attach this straight to the wreath form. So let me go ahead and make all the little bundles. My bundles are all done. I'm putting them to the side. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to find the center to the side, and I'm going to attach a bundle on the intersection. Let me show you from the back where I'm attaching, right there. Then I'm going to find 2 spots right about here and right about there. And so I'm attaching it from the back just to make it easier for me. Quick check to make sure that is where I want them to be. Flip it back, and I'm going to attach it to the opposite side. I opened up all my bundles like I always do to make them look like sweet little flowers. And now that they're all on there, if you are going to use this as a wreath, you can definitely grab some sort of an Easter sign that's a long sign and attach it right here. If you're going to use this as a centerpiece, then you can add maybe a little bit of some florals. You can add florals regardless, but I'm just going to stick them in because this is going to be on my coffee table anyway. And I'm just going to wiggle it in between the deco mesh so it stays in place. And I'm not sure what kind of flower this is. There's just some white flowers I have on hand, and I'm just going to put them in between the bundles. It just adds a little bit of elegance. Very sweet, very cute. And that's it. We are ready to display our centerpiece with either some candles, just like it is, or maybe throw in some bunny statues in here. Ooh, this is going to be adorable. Well, what did you guys think of the swag? I like the fact that there's space in the center. If you want, you can leave it as is. You could put candles, even maybe some vases with plain flowers. Something that's a solid color because there's so much color on the centerpiece itself. Or just hang it up and use it as a beautiful door swag. Right, Leo? For more wreath tutorials, don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, Leo would love for you to hit the little thumbs up for this video. For more wreath tutorials right now, we have prepared 2 videos right here for you to choose from. And with that being said, thank you so much for being with us, and we will see you in our next video. Say bye, Leo. Mwah. Blow kisses. Mwah.